Alright, got some brown rice cooking in the steamer with some all-purpose no salt seasoning. I've got my pintos soaking. I won't be able to cook them till much later tonight, but they need to be soaking. Alright, so I've got some of my mirepoix here, celery and carrots and onions, some no salt seasoning and some water here, and I've been cooking those a little bit. I'm going to add some kale and then put my brown rice in here. And I would add beans, but my beans aren't going to be done until tonight. So for my protein for lunch, I'm going to have some celery and some peanut butter. And I just added some of my brown rice into here after the kale steamed for a bit. So I think between the kale, the peanut butter, and the brown rice, I've got a good amount of protein in with my lunch here. And this is going to be my lunch. Added just a touch of salt, but it's mostly no salt seasoning and water, so there's actually not even any oil in here, so the fat's really going to be coming from the peanut butter for my lunch. Alright, so this is my vegan lunch for today. Here we go. Hi everybody! Okay, so we are in the car and we are heading down to this museum. It's called the Heritage Museum in Henderson, Nevada, and basically, you know, it's really neat. They have a lot of Native American artifacts there, and they also have these homes that have been kind of like, they're on display, but there's like a home from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, and they just have, they're smaller homes, so they have all the furnishings that they would have at the time, so they're kind of like a slice of time, kind of frozen, and it's just really nice to see the differences in the homes that they have now and the homes that they had then, and what was considered luxury back then as to what it is now, and you know, how small a home was that people actually lived in as compared to, you know, what's considered a good size appropriate home for a family these days. It's really different. So anyway, I'll just take you in and show you around a little bit. It's very interesting. Alright, here it is. There we go. You gotta pay an entrance fee. It's a really old wagon. Alright, so this is called the Beckley House, and it's from 1912. Seems like a pretty good size. So this is inside the Beckley House. Over here, please stay on the path. Oh, piano. It's not very big. Really small room. Oh, lovely though. There's an interesting smell. It's one of the bedrooms. They have stuff roped off. And they've got the closets sealed with glass so that you can see the things that are in here, but you can't go in there and touch things because everything's preserved. Here's the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. And they've still got all the stuff in the medicine cabinet that you would have found in a 1912s bathroom. And then this room here was originally a back porch, which they enclosed to have more memorabilia in it. So here's a laundry chute. Interesting, because I didn't see a second story. This is an old refrigerator. It's got the ice compartment, so you can put the ice block in there and it would keep the food cold. So I guess they would have had to sell the ice daily or every couple days. And the pantry. Now this is the kitchen in here, which doesn't seem to be too, oh my gosh, you scared me to death. They have these they have these figures here working in here. Yeah, there's a kitchen. Little old stove there. I guess the refrigerator's not in here. This is a dessert cooler in the 1900s. They didn't have an ice box, so they would have kept things in here. So they had a water bucket up here, and the water would have flowed out, oh I shouldn't be touching it, and wet the burlap, and then the air would have created kind of a cooling system. Alright, this is the Goumond house from 1931. Here's an old car here.
An old car?
Yeah. This way, sweetheart. Yeah. What?
Oh, it's yours, hand.
Okay, and
A paper.
yeah.
Those horses, oh Lord, this brings back memories.
Be the dining room in here. Oh, I remember those shadow boxes. My mom used to have one of those. So really old stuff.
Home over there.
This room was remodeled, one of the areas remodeled in the late 1940s or early 50s.
Oh.
So a lot of this stuff is memorabilia from then. This is the kitchen, that old refrigerator there. A lot smaller kitchen, I guess. And they do have, there's another figure. I think that figure's actually a guy. There's a little dining area there. These are really old televisions here. I've got kind of a collection. And then it says here that in 1945 only 5,000 homes had a TV set. And an automobile cost $650 while a TV cost $700. Crazy. It's a phonograph. This is the bathroom. It's pretty good size.
It's the man.
Yeah, and that's a man in there getting ready for work, and there's a bedroom there. All the old
bed?
stuff in it, yeah.
Stuff in there?
There's another room back there. All right, Giles Barkis House, 1924. I guess this door was originally at Scotty's Castle, which is in northern Nevada. We've been to before. It's an old piano. Gosh, here's the house. It's actually pretty small. It seems like here's the old stove and all the irons and things like that that would have been used back then. There's a washroom back there. Hope you can see through this glass. Oh, look, here's an old phonograph. Isn't that beautiful? It's really neat. Look at that. That's really gorgeous. And here's an old sewing machine, Singer brand. Really cool stuff.
Mommy, I want to.
Babcock Wilcox House, 1933 from Boulder City.
Of Hoover Dam, the government set aside $2 million for the construction of Boulder City. The town site included served with water from tank cars, house to work. By the second year, more than 4,000 people resided.
This room seems like it's almost as big as a kitchen. Alright, here's another bedroom.
See?
I do miss these homes with screened in porches. I think that would just be so nice to have. They have a lot of these back home where my parents are. Alright, this is all about the trailer coach. Right over here. This is so small. I mean, just like they kind of have it sectioned off so you can only stand right here. But in this little Airstream or whatever, it's so tiny.
The baby.
There's a bedroom back there.
It's the baby puppy.
This is definitely like living tiny, you know, a tiny home.
Bye-bye, Mom.
I wonder if I could ever do this. I mean, it's so funny. Look, there's a little dinky tiny camping stove and a dinky tiny sink. This is not so small. Just everything's so compact. I love the tiny homes on wheels. This is definitely one of those. Motor Court Cabin, 1935. It's an old car. A little bigger. This would have been like one of the first motels, I guess, before the hotels started coming.
Oh, a towel room?
Yeah, no, this is a motel room. Hi.
Bye-bye, Mom.
Bye. No, wait for me. Townside House, 1941 from Henderson. This one seems to be a lot larger. It seems like the other ones are not more than 1,000 square foot at the most. This one seems to be a little bigger. I'm surprised they don't have the square footage posted.
Bye-bye, Mom.
Bye. This one seems to have a bigger hallway coming in here. when they have these extra rooms where they put the paraphernalia, it seems like those are add-ons. And so they just have those for the paraphernalia, and then they memorabilia. And it either was a porch or it wasn't here at all. All right, here's the kitchen. Timothy said it smells bad in here. It smells old. Everything's just really, really, really old.
It's the dog.
Wow, that's a really big dining area room.
Can we one?
Dining, that's fine. You can say hi. It's a bedroom.
Learn from this. The guy sitting over there with paper by himself.
There's a bathroom.
It's the dog.
On this one,
I want to go on
it's a cool train. All right, so it seemed like most of those houses were not over, I wanted to say 1,000 square feet, but Walt says that that's pretty liberal. So you're in the shot too. So
That is very liberal.
okay. So we think it's more like 500 to 600 square feet
600.
per home, except for the last one that seemed a minute amount bigger. Like maybe, I don't know, 700 square feet is probably really pushing it. So
We should have stepped it off, but we didn't.
yeah, so it just seemed like, you know, to compare that to what people live in these days, it's just so amazing to know that they had like maybe, you know, multiple kids and you know, you had a whole family, maybe you had a grandma living there, I don't know. It just seemed like really different from now. I don't know, do you think we could live in a house like that?
We could get by.
With all the kids? I mean, would you want to?
I would not want
It's
to.
like, I wouldn't mind living in those houses. I think they were really nice and cozy. I
Very
like cozy. But when you talk about needing places for the kids to like run, you know, around in, it's kind of hard. I mean, most of those places are like the same size as our basement, you know, and that's a playroom, you know, for the kids. So I don't know, things are just really different. But I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. All right, here's my dinner. I actually just ate one taco, so there's 3 left, but I have corn tortillas, and there's tofu with spicy tomatoes and kale with onions and avocado, and it's actually pretty good. I was supposed to have the beans, but they're not ready yet tonight, so this is it. But it's really good.